Well, the cost of child care has long been a hot topic for working parents and a stress to families' budgets.
The Penny Hoarder website surveyed 2,000 parents last month asking how child care costs affected some of their lives. Here's what they found. 93% said that they had to choose between paying child care costs and a need or a want that they may have. Also, nearly a third of those said they paid child care costs over buying groceries and putting gas in their car. Robert Bruce is a senior writer at the Penny Hoarder and is joining us now to talk a little bit more about this survey. Hello to you.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, great, great. You know, we've all heard about the rise in child care costs. Your research doesn't necessarily go into why that is, but it does spotlight how families are feeling right now. What struck you the most from the parents who responded?
Yeah, so we sensed a lot of just some of the responses, a lot of stress and some anxiety. It was actually 84% of the parents we surveyed said they felt overwhelmed to different degrees. And the other thing was a lot of them are really making a lot of sacrifices and doing things that they haven't necessarily done before to meet those expenses. So it's definitely a big issue for them right now.
You guys found that costs for child care centers have jumped nearly 50% in the last 2 years. What are some of the reasons behind that?
Yeah, I think a lot of that is definitely pandemic related. A lot of parents weren't taking their kids to daycare centers last year during the pandemic. A lot of daycare centers have had to close or temporarily close, and then are struggling to reopen. So I think there's a lot to do there, but it's also just kind of been a growing. It's been a growing thing over time, not necessarily just because of the pandemic.
Okay. As you look at some of this research, what are you hoping comes out of it? I mean, is it being used in a way that maybe could lead to some change and some answers? How are you working with perhaps lawmakers?
Yeah, well, we know, the Congress is still looking at some of the things related to the child care plan and some of the tax credits and extending that. We really are just wanting parents to kind of, realize this kind of the state of what's going on. And really, if you're planning on having a child, go ahead and start thinking about this 2-3 years out, because, child care expenses are different based on where you live. And what we found was about 44% parents said they were paying about $1,000 a month at least on child care expenses. So it's kind of the situation right now, but we're hoping it gets better.
$1,000 a month or more for child care. Those are very real costs, and there's no sign that parents are going to get any relief anytime soon, right?
No, I mean, we know that the tax credits end here at the end of the year. Like we said, there is talk that they might extend it. But we're saying, parents go ahead and plan ahead. 55% of the parents we surveyed said that they were surprised by the cost of child care. And so we're telling them to plan ahead, and also just talk to HR departments. More and more employees are looking at child care related benefits. Some have dependent care FSAs with flex spending accounts. Some are looking at things like stipends and actually partnering with third-party companies to take care of child care. And one of the big things we saw was 66% of the parents would actually consider changing jobs if an employer would offer child care related financial assistance. So there's really options out there. We just wanted to keep looking around.
Yeah, putting the spotlight on this. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Robert Bruce, senior writer at the Penny Hoarder. Good luck to you this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.